Who's that Pokémon? It's censorship! This is Ashley with WatchMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most censored Pokémon moments. For this list, we're looking at moments throughout the Pokémon anime that were altered to avoid controversy or appease censors. Our picks will only focus on moments of censorship. If an episode was banned and still remains banned as of July 2020, it won't be eligible for this list. As always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, let me know which Pokemon list you want to see next. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10, Safe Shurikens, aiming for the top floor. Before Ash and his friends can fight the leader of a ninja-themed gym, they have to prove their worth by throwing shurikens into a wooden target.
Hi there, my name is Shirataki, and on this floor, you'll deal with the target challenge.
Although Lily's reckless throwing gives Kiawe an impromptu haircut, no one is hit by the ninja weapons. But this scene was apparently too dangerous for American children. In the English dub, the shurikens became bright pink and suction cups were added to the sharp ends. The censors also altered the weapon's sound effects and cut the animation of Kiawe's hair getting shredded. We get that censors didn't want American children treating shurikens like toys, but it's ironic that a show built around Pokemon fighting each other found this relatively harmless scene to be too violent.
Pikachu, use Iron Tail!
Number 9, Jessie's Midriff, the Sun, the Scare, the Secret Lair. Jessie's Team Rocket uniform is nothing less than iconic. She's been wearing some variation of a crop top emblazoned with the letter R and a miniskirt since 1997.
What's that sound again?
It has a familiar ring.
But her outfits became subject to censorship in 2019. When the Sun, the Scare, the Secret Lair episode was aired in Indonesia, fans noticed that Jessie's midriff was mysteriously blurred out. To make matters more baffling, her back was still visible in several shots.
You don't look a gift for wearing the mouth.
It's hard to tell why Indonesian censors waited 2 decades to shoddily cover up Jessie's belly button. Unfortunately for them, but fortunate for us, we don't think Jessie will abandon her trademark outfit anytime soon.
I can't! No more waiting, please! I'm bored out of my mind!
I don't see we have a choice. None.
Number 8, putting out matches. Snow Way Out. When Team Rocket needed to wait out a snowstorm in an igloo, they relied on matches for warmth. But American censors didn't want kids to see the characters holding lit matches.
We're sunk. All of our food and supplies are on that balloon.
Yeah, and it's starting to snow.
So they tried to cut every shot of the tiny flames. When they absolutely had to show Meowth holding fire, he's seen holding a birthday candle.
How are we ever going to survive in this igloo?
And this candle is our last bit of heat.
Not only did the candle look hilariously out of place, but it was still fully lit. And after all that editing, they showed Meowth holding burnt out matches anyway. We understand that the censors were trying to promote fire safety, but there had to be a better way to address this than stealing a candle from a non-existent birthday cake.
Yep, it's mighty hot, all right. Huh?
Number 7, Meowth's out-of-body experience. The Sun, the Scare, the Secret Lair. While his friends fish for Pokémon, Meowth notices the ghost-type Pokémon Mimikyu floating in the water.
Ah! I say, where are its insides?
After seeing its ghastly true form, we cut to Meowth floating face down in the water. In the next scene, his soul returns to his body, and he references going to the other world. The combination of imagery and dialogue made it clear Meowth almost became a ghost type permanently. This dark joke was toned down considerably in the English dub. The censors removed the image of Meowth floating face down and the shot of his fleeting soul. Instead, they edited the scene to look like he fainted. Although he still references the afterlife, the lack of grim imagery made it easier for the somewhat sinister jest to go over children's heads. Number 6, Team Rocket's unfortunate salute. All things bright and beautifly. An innocent Team Rocket daydream that became a controversy in an instant.
Jessica can finish things with a bang!
Good luck, Jessie!
Show him who the star is!
When the terrible trio imagined themselves winning the Pokémon contest, Jessie, James, Meowth, and a crowd of Rocket grunts were seen pointing their right arms up into the air. Although it was supposed to look like they were all waving to an adoring crowd, it somewhat resembled a Nazi salute. The English dub altered the scene so that everyone in the crowd had their arms at their side.
After I win, I'll have my very own Jessie fan club.
Wow!
While the scene may have been short, this was an absolutely crucial edit. No fascist gestures in our kids' anime, please.
You know Dragon Claw? What about Sideways? Luster Purge?
Number 5, a wildly inappropriate question. The Kangaskhan Kid. Anyone remember the time Ash and company met a wild child named Tommy who was raised by Kangaskhan?
Look at the
Tomo!
In the English dub, when Tommy meets Misty, he stares her down and asks if she's a Pokémon, prompting her to hit him in return.
You people or Pokemon?
I'm a person, you creep!
While this may seem like an extreme response, it makes way more sense when you hear the original question. In the Japanese version, Tommy asks Misty if he would, nurse him.
ブーメラン投げたりしてひどいじゃない謝りなさい何よ
Considering that Misty herself is a minor, Tommy's question and the accompanying visuals are wildly inappropriate and a bit creepy.
This is your mother and your father, and your real name is Tommy. Think back, Tommy. Try to remember, Tommy.
Number 4, Lenora's outfit. A night at the Nanserine City Museum. Gym leader Lenora had to undergo an important redesign before she appeared in the English dub. The character was introduced as a black woman who wore a full-body apron and had a bandana tied around her head. This combination caused audiences to draw comparisons between her and the racist Mammy caricature, one that depicted an enslaved African-American woman who wore a bandana and apron. In an effort to ensure the character wouldn't come across as a racist stereotype, Lenora's apron was edited out completely.
Hi, dear. You couldn't have picked a better time to come home.
This change was so significant that Lenora's character design was altered on websites, in graphic novels, and in the mainline games.
I see. Does that mean you came to challenge my gym?
Cool! I'm Ash from Pallet Town, and you're right. I'd love to challenge you to a gym battle.
Of course.
Number 3, Brock's Jelly Donuts. Primate goes bananas. Onigiri is a common Japanese dish that is made up of rice and a number of delicious fillings. It also has the unique ability to morph into a completely different food when it's being dubbed for American audiences.
Maybe it wants a donut.
In this now legendary dub moment, Brock infamously holds up a batch of onigiris and calls them Jell-filled Donuts.
Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
While we understand that American children may not be familiar with this dish, we still don't understand why they needed to change it. Did they think American children hated rice? Or that they wouldn't notice that onigiri looks nothing like jelly donuts? The only benefit of this baffling change was that it gave the internet a great meme.
It's a donut!
Number 2, Miltank's Udders. Got Miltank? After Cyndaquil and Meowth are injured and separated from their trainers, they are brought to a Miltank to heal.
It's a Miltank!
The cow-like Pokémon uses a combination of glowy hands and its naturally produced milk to heal others. However, American censors took issue with its udders. In the original Japanese version, Meowth and Cyndaquil are clearly shown drinking the milk directly from Miltank, which was completely cut from the English dub. If you look very, very closely, you can still see the moments where Cyndaquil detaches from an udder, but that's about as close Western audiences got. People have been to farms, you know.
I've heard about this, but I've never seen it. Miltank must be using its milk drink ability where it uses its milk to transfer its own energy to other Pokémon in order to heal them.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Inflatable Accessories. Beauty and the Beach. There are plenty of examples of James assuming disguises throughout the anime, but the outfit he wore in this highly controversial episode sent the censors into overdrive.
Everyone's eating at the Twipateria.
If all the customers go to their place instead of here, we won't make any more money.
To infiltrate a beauty contest, James puts on a bikini, attaches inflatable breasts to himself, and pumps them up to astounding size, where he then proceeds to make fun of Misty for being on the flat side. The outrage caused by this led to the episode being banned for years. Even after being heavily edited, it was barely shown on Western television and isn't available on several streaming services. James's controversial accessories will ensure that this episode will live forever in infamy.
With a build-up like that, none of the judges will give me a second look.
So, do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.